Some Democrats in Congress are now calling on Hegseth to resign, with Representative Sri Thanedar of Michigan saying he's writing articles on impeachment. President Trump is still publicly backing Hegseth, saying that he has great confidence that he did not order a strike to kill survivors.
What about American healthcare is changing exactly? Democrats are pointing to controversial provisions in the One Big Beautiful Bill Act, which was passed back in July. The Congressional Budget Office estimates millions of Americans will lose healthcare coverage as a result of the bill. While Democrats are raising concerns about increased requirements for those seeking coverage, leading Republicans, including Vice President J.D. Vance, have touted other healthcare legislation that's included in the bill. The president also indicated that he would be pursuing an agreement with China and Russia to denuclearize, but it's unclear if any talks are in the works. On Thursday, federal immigration officers led a raid on a plant near Syracuse, New York that makes protein bars. Dozens of workers were taken into custody.
The Department of Homeland Security and the Trump administration has made it very clear that their goal is to inspire self-deportation in these undocumented immigrant communities. So going back to that registry idea, that's sort of a double-edged sword, right?
Time for our first break. President Trump is floating some new ideas when it comes to the economy, including sending tariff rebate checks to Americans. Coming up, we talk to an expert about that idea and the possibility of 50-year mortgages. Stay with us. Capital Tonight is coming right back.
They call themselves Jeepers. People absolutely enamored with Jeeps. And not just the classic Wrangler, Renegades, Liberties, Cherokees, dozens of them and their owners, all at the Ross County Fairgrounds over the weekend. Chad Lindsay is one of those owners. He has a 2010 Jeep Wrangler Rubicon. This is his fourth Jeep Fest.
It's a good experience. It's great people to come here and talk with and get ideas for different builds.
This year, Chad placed first in the Trail Rated Challenge. It's just one of a number of events Jeepers can do at Jeep Fest. From the mud course to the Trail Rated Challenge to barrel racing, there were plenty of chances for people to get their Jeeps nice and dirty.
You think you're going a lot faster than you actually are because there's so much adrenaline going. You're just like, yes, we're going, we're getting it. And you watch your video and you're like, oh, I thought, well, I had fun.
But Jeep Fest isn't just about fun, it's about family too. Tyler Morey has a 2007 Wrangler, which he's letting his son drive in the barrel race, the same event Tyler did last year.
We were cheering on my son. He was worried about, well, what if I break your Jeep? I'm like, it's a toy for a reason.
And that is what makes Jeep Fest so special. Family, community, and fun.
Stop revving it!
Stop revving it! Transfer case. You're in reverse now.
It's a Jeep thing. Reporting for Newswatch, I'm Megan Acker in Chillicothe.
In gas stations and wellness shops across the United States, the kratom plant is becoming more visible. The plant originates in Southeast Asia, where it is often consumed by laborers.
They generally use it for performance enhancement, stamina, being able to handle the hot tropical sun.
Christopher McCurdy has spent more than a decade studying kratom. He says there are recreational uses for the plant as well. Kratom affects serotonin production and binds to opioid receptors in the brain. That can cause addiction, especially when using synthetic kratom products that are more potent than the dried leaf. The Center for Disease Control and Prevention found kratom to be involved in at least 990 overdose deaths last year. That's 2% of all total overdose deaths tracked in the 43 states being monitored. While pure kratom has been found to be tolerated in large doses, synthetic kratom products are causing greater concern.
That's kind of where the public health worry from the federal government has come into play, that essentially you've got morphine available at gas stations and smoke shops without a prescription or a physician's oversight.
The potential dangers of kratom and its chemical components have caused some states to crack down on the drug. 6 states in the District of Columbia have banned kratom completely, and 18 more states have laws in the books regulating kratom, implementing age restrictions and other limits. Total bans are more controversial than targeted regulation. McCurdy says bans make it harder for researchers like him to study kratom. There's also debate over whether kratom is an effective treatment for people recovering from addiction to other substances. The FDA has issued a warning to the public against the use of kratom for medical treatment, but it is not controlled under the Controlled Substances Act. In 2023, legislation was introduced in Congress that would have established specific rules for how the Secretary of Health and Human Services could regulate kratom. But the bills have yet to go to committee, and no federal ban on kratom has ever been introduced to Congress. In Washington, Megan Acker, Spectrum News.